the question is, if I want to ask that question or not. Let me think of it a little bit, then we come back to it. Let's deal with that curse. Let's deal with the curse. In the book of Leviticus, the 13th chapter. And let me ask y'all one other question. The book of Leviticus, the 13th chapter. Let's go there. Let's see how smart everybody is again. Let's start reading at the 9th verse of the 13th chapter.
Leviticus 13:9. When the plague of leprosy is in a man, then he shall be brought unto the priest, and the priest shall see him, and behold, if the rising be white in the skin, and it have turned the hair white, and there be quick raw flesh in the rising, it is an old leprosy in the skin of his flesh, and the priest shall pronounce him unclean, and shall not shut him up, for he is unclean. And if a leprosy break out abroad in the skin, and the leprosy cover all the skin of him that hath the plague, from his head even to his foot, wheresoever the priest looketh, then the priest shall consider, and behold, if the leprosy have covered all his flesh, he shall pronounce him clean that hath the plague. It is all turned white, he is clean.
So what is it saying right here? When the plague of leprosy in a man, then he shall be brought to the priest, the plague. And the priest shall see him, and behold, the rising be white in the skin, and if it turn his hair white, and there be a quick raw flesh in the rising, it is an old leprosy in the skin of the flesh. And the priest shall pronounce him unclean, he shall be shut up, for he is unclean. And what made him unclean? He had a what? Rawness. A rising in his flesh that was raw. That was a disease. Highly contagious. Highly contagious disease. And if a leprosy break out abroad in the skin, the leprosy cover all the skin of him that has the plague from the head even to his foot. Whatsoever the priest look, everywhere you look, you just got a white man standing in front of you. Then a priest shall consider, and behold, if the leprosy has covered all his flesh, he shall pronounce him clean that has a plague. It is all turned white, he is clean. So what is that talking about? I want you to think of that, because if we hold this page for a moment and we go to the book of Numbers, the 5th chapter, then we're coming back here. Numbers, the 5th chapter. Start reading.
Numbers 5:1. And Yah spake unto Moshe, saying, Command the children of Israel that they put out of the camp every leper, and every one that hath an issue, and whosoever is defiled by the dead, both male and female, ye shall put out. Without the camp shall ye put them, that they defile not their camps, in the midst whereof I dwell. And the children of Israel did so, and put them out without the camp. As Yahweh spake unto Moshe, so did the children of Israel.
All right.